guy's logic is kind of insane. Hear me out. Why do you clean your house? Like, what drives you maybe every Sunday to wake up and clean your house, do the laundry? Well, probably because you don't want a mess, because that brings bugs and germs and roaches. You're probably not fond of that, so you clean your house. Do you clean your house because God told you to? Like, if you could imagine some world in which there's no ruling moral principle, would you still clean your house? I would bet that you would.
Clean your house is being equated to being a good person, then no, why would I clean my house? If there was no afterlife, no God watching over me, why not do anything and everything in my power to make my life as wonderful as possible for the 100 years that I have here on earth? Isn't that the logical thing to do? Isn't that what every human being does? Right? Looking out for their own self-interest?
I really would. Because again, you don't want roaches and bugs and the uncleanliness that comes with not cleaning your house. So that grimy feeling of like having an unclean house, that's the exact same way that most moral non-theists feel about being a horrible person. There's an unpleasantness about being unpleasant to other people.
Don't see us that enjoy and find pleasure in other people's pain and discomfort.
Probably because we have these things in our heads called mirror neurons that help us
They don't got mirror neurons. They don't got them.
to feel empathy, right? So yeah, that is a pretty major reason why a lot of humans don't go out and just pew 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 people.
Yeah, everybody throughout history has not gone to other countries and looked out for their own people group and killed the other people group and just pew them and just said, hey, we're taking it on, pew pew pew, hey, we're colonizing you, pew pew pew, hey, we're gonna do this to you, pew pew pew. That isn't the story of history and humanity and war and bloodshed. Humanity and our history is actually very peaceful, and not until Christianity came and people became evil.
And the fact that your brain comes to this kind of rhetoric, that it doesn't make sense for a non-theist to want to act morally, whatever that means to them.
Exactly. What does it mean to act morally? What is morality, right? Your morality is not my morality. I think I can do this, you don't think I should do that. I think you should do that, you don't think I should do this. I think pro-choice, you think pro-life. I think you should. Everybody has different opinions about these things. Why is it so hard to understand that if there isn't a God that says, hey, this is the standard, everybody fall in place, then it's a bunch of relativist, moral, non-theistic, logical contradiction, shooting yourself in the foot with your own statement? Like, haven't you seen the logical fallacies in what you're saying?
It's indicative of something about you and your nature. This is about the way that your brain operates. You need a certain kind of archaic principle to guide all of your action, to stop you from doing horrible things to people.
What does it mean to be a moral non-theist? Right? If two moral non-theists have two different sets of morality, which one of them are right? Right? If I'm a moral non-theist, and I say, you know what, I think I can diddle kids, and one says, I don't think you should diddle kids. What's the thing that's supposed to separate them? How do we know which one's right, which one's wrong? Right? If you don't have a supreme, unchanging moral lawgiver, then everything is just subjective. And you saying you're moral is just your own opinion, because I can be a moral non-theist and do whatever I want, and then what's the justification? Do you not understand the circle that you're in? Right? And I'm like, no problem. What happens when your country, or your village, or your people is against another group of people? Are you going to go do atrocities to them and go take them over and take their land because that's actually going to prosper you and benefit you guys? Or is that not moral now? So what is morality?
If it's just human subjectivity.